there's a concept that I'm a big fan of thinking about the constraint. And then one step further than the constraint is the flaw becomes the feature. And let me just explain that real quick. Like, the only reason I drew with Sharpie on cardstock was because I didn't know how to use Adobe Illustrator. I tried to use Adobe Illustrator, and it was like 3 hours. Back then, it was like, whatever, 1998 or 99. And I went to download it, and it was like 3 hours to download. And I thought to myself, like, any program that takes 3 hours to download, I am not smart enough to use. But I tried that like probably 10 different times over the last 20 years. I tried to switch from hand-drawn Sharpie to illustrations like Jack Butcher does now. Well, that was a flaw. Like, at first, people were like, what are they? Like, my kid could draw these. Like, what are the 4-year-old? Like that was a flaw. I've tried to change, like maybe 3 or 4 years ago was the last time I tried to change. And now people are like, no, go back to we like the hand, like the flaw has become the feature. So as soon as I say podcasting, I think like, oh, guests and editing, and I'll never do all that. Well, like, my podcast is daily. It's 2 to 12 minutes. It's just me. I record it with this $20 Rode lav mic that I'm using now, and either voice memo on my phone. So I keep this lav mic with me all the time. I can plug it into my phone. I record, I say the same thing at the beginning each time, and then I riff, and often I'll make a little outline before I start talking. Sometimes I don't. I hit stop. I save the file. Nobody edits it. I'm not even sure anybody listens to it before it gets uploaded. And then it gets uploaded to Transistor originally, or SoundCloud, and then Transistor pushes it to all the podcatchers. So Spotify, whatever, iTunes. So if you find yourself bumping up against a reason that you can't do a thing, see if you can turn the reason that you can't do a thing into a purposeful constraint that will allow you to do it. I can't have guests. Okay, well then have one without guests. And that's what we're talking about here. This is no guess. You don't need to schedule anything. You just sit down and riff on it. Greetings, Carl here. The clip you just watched was just a teeny little sneak peek of what went on at Volume 1 Camp, which was a 3-hour private workshop for the participants of our sold out project called Volume 1. If you would like to be sort of in the loop when we do another creative project like this one, just tell me where to send your invitation by clicking on the link below and entering your email address. Thanks, my friends.